Ecamm fam, what's good, y'all? Hope all is well. Welcome back to Marshall Creates with Ecamm. We're on season 4, y'all. Season 4. Can you believe it? Can you believe it? You know what's crazy? I was looking at the Marshall Creates playlist and I realized we have like almost 80 videos on there. I'm like, wow. I can't believe we're almost at 80 videos, and I'm sure by the end of the season we'll be either close to 100 or past 100 videos. So it's been so much fun, y'all. It's been so much fun, but it's good to see everybody in the building. We got a special episode for you guys. So let me just say hey to the fan. Parker, it is great to see you. Welcome back. Welcome, Mr. Moderator. Thank you so much for what you do. Thank you so much. Yep, we are back. Alicia, great to see you. Got to see y'all at Creator Camp less than a month ago. It's always good to see the fam. 2 Creator Camps in the books already, y'all. That's nuts. Liz KW, what is good? Welcome. Yes, if you guys have a question for me, please put the Q in the colon so I can easily find your questions. All right, y'all. So we have a good one for you this season. So what we're gonna be doing is we're kicking things off with the one and only Liz Wilcox. If you guys aren't familiar with her, let me read you her bio. Let me introduce her real quick. So, the fresh princess of email marketing, Liz Wilcox is an email strategist and keynote speaker showing small businesses how to build online relationships and make real money with emails. She's best known for selling a blog, turning a $9 offer. She's best known for selling a blog, turning a $9 offer into multiple 6 figures without ads, and helping you untangle the email knot with her simple framework, the email staircase. She loves the 90s headbands, and the beach. So help me welcome the one and only Liz Wilcox to the show. What's up, Liz? How's it going?
Hey friends, I'm
Yeah.
so excited. I can't believe that I won the content launchpad still. It blows
Yes.
my mind. I can't believe I get access to all the amazing Ecamm fan.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, this is gonna be amazing. Let's get
Yes,
it.
yes, yes. So for those of you who don't know, first, quick plug for Creator Camp next year. We may run this contest again next year. You never know. But it is next year. It's the 1st through the 4th, and you can register at ecamm.com/camp. You can actually join the waiting list. The registration isn't open, but definitely join the waiting list. So for those who don't know, Liz, she won the Content Launchpad contest. So I just wanted to show you guys what that was about. So, it was a lot of entrants. Is that a word? People who entered the contest, and Liz won the whole thing. So, it was a contest designed for creators. So she won an entire year, like a creator apprenticeship program, and it comes with a bunch of stuff. Look at Doc here. So full show production, branding and design by me, show marketing, support and tech support, and a year of Ecamm Live Pro. So she won the entire thing, y'all. So this is a little bit about the contest that she won. So it was a pretty stringent vetting process too. Like several rounds of judging. They had to do like a video interview, submit an actual video with like a written proposal. And Liz won. And they announced that at Creator Camp, if you're wondering what the relevance is there. So shout out to you, Liz. Congratulations again. When I saw that you won, I was like, wow. I wasn't surprised. Because I personally thought you should have won. So I'm glad that you did. So I'm excited to get into this. So over the next couple episodes, I'm going to be branding this new show. So do you want to just tell us a little bit about your show? So it's called the Email Sound Booth, and I have it up here so far, and this will probably change a bit, guys, but I'll let you take it from here and give us a little bit about your show and what it's about.
Yeah, so the email sound booth, what I proposed, well, what it is right now is just a daily podcast. It's usually like 5 to 20 minutes where I'm teaching really bite sized pieces of content around email marketing. That's my thing. If you don't know me, Marshall already said they call me the Fresh Princess of email. And I'm so excited today because this does not look like Fresh Princess. We need to upgrade these graphics. This is shout out Canva and the gang, but this is the best we can do with what we got. So I'm really excited about this. But where I see the direction of the show going and what you guys will see over the next year, and what I pitched was, if y'all don't know, one of my favorite radio shows is called The Breakfast Club. It's hip hop culture. And what they've done in the last 15 years is bring hip hop and Black culture to the mainstream media. And that's what I want to do for creators with email. Email is usually one of those things, it kind of falls to the wayside. The way I'm doing these graphics is the way that y'all mostly do email marketing, but I know email marketing is the thing you need to go from here to there. So just like the Breakfast Club did that with hip hop culture, that's what I want to do with email marketing in the creator culture in the next year. It'll be, hopefully, I'm hoping to keep it a daily podcast, video podcast, where I, share my hot takes. We have different segments. We bring in creators to talk about what's working and what's not in your different industries. It won't be about bringing in experts. Y'all, the creators, are the experts of your own businesses. And yeah, that's pretty much it in a nutshell. I'm so excited about this, y'all.
Yes. Yes. Yeah. Thank you so much for that I guess overview of everything. Yeah, I personally think the premise of your show is really dope. I think it's much needed, especially as a small business owner myself, who definitely doesn't take advantage of my email list like I should. It's immediately relevant to me, and I know a lot of people are in that same boat, especially since COVID. There's just like it was a huge boom in gig workers and small business owners and people who kind of work from home or work, like we do. So I'm looking forward to not only branding this, rebranding it, but being a user. I signed up for your membership. So yeah, y'all look, quick plug. Her membership is only $9. You can sign up at lizwilcox.com. Hopefully I'm allowed to plug, but look, I'm a user. You know what I'm saying? This is an unbiased this
I
is
say
an
go
unbiased
ahead, go
plug.
ahead.
Yeah. So, and Paul, I think he posted her website. So it's just lizwilcox.com. Definitely check it out. So
Mhm.
as you can see, look, this is a perfect segue into what we're going to do. I'm so excited because I think you have a good visual brand, a visual identity kind of established. And it's something that we call in design a design language. You have a good design language established where it's kind of fun, it's vibrant, it's 90s, a little bit in between 80s and 90s with the
Mhm.
aesthetic, and your personality definitely shines through. So we have a good solid foundation to work with when we brand your show. So yeah, so we're gonna kind of go through the process, and just so y'all know, and we're gonna take a couple weeks on this. And Liz, I ain't gonna need you on every episode, just so so you know, but I definitely wanted you to be on this first one. Y'all, Liz is big time, y'all. She's like, you gotta holler at my assistant and check my calendar. I was like, all right, bet.
That's
No,
so
she's
funny.
cool. Yeah, yeah. So I'm got to meet her assistant, but I'm trying to get on your level one day. So yeah, but that just goes to show when you do your email marketing thing, your business will be booming where you can get yourself an assistant, so that's the goal, right?
Amen. Amen. And my assistant, let me just a side note, y'all, just for the Ecamm fam, it's so funny. Marshall texted me and he said, "Hey Liz, let's get you on the calendar, whatever, whatever." And my assistant, who is actually also my sister, she just happened to be with me. And she was like, "What's going on?" I said, "Oh, Marshall, da da." She said, "You better tell that boy to email us. You better not be setting anything up because I need to approve it." I was like, "Okay, mom, you got it."
Yes, yes, I love that. Look, that's a quick tip, y'all. As small business owners, solopreneurs, or whatever, set boundaries and be okay with the
Yes.
boundaries. And the way she did it, it was like a masterclass in being respectful, kind, and still like, look, holla at my assistant because because the thing is, people will respect. I respect that. I respect that because she has boundaries and she wants to make sure that she goes through the right process. And because if you don't check that, she can have 30,000 people texting her all the time, and stuff will get lost in the sauce, and it's just a mess. So yeah, I
Amen.
appreciate that,
Amen.
and I'm glad that you did that because it's a reminder for me as well, and especially how I move in my business to make sure I'm doing the same thing. So yeah, shout out to you for that. So yeah, we're gonna get into this. So just so y'all know, we're gonna do this a bit more in a traditional route. Typically, when I work typically on Marshall Creates, we're trying to cram everything into like an episode, right? Or like we'll do a piece on this episode, a piece on this episode, and a piece on the next episode. But we're gonna go through the full branding process in a bit more of a traditional way. So, and just so y'all know, I don't know if everyone knows, but I'm a graphic designer. If you're new here, that's my bread and butter. That's what I do full time. And my business is 120 Design Studio, and we have an offer that we recently launched. It's kind of like we set it up like its own little thing. It's called Pod Pack. So it's essentially podcast branding. It's a podcast branding package. So that is what Liz won. And I just wanted to tell you a little bit about it so you can kind of, one, know the process that we're getting ready to go through. And two, if you're interested in signing up for the Pod Pack, you can do that. Okay, you can absolutely do that. And we do have a special offer for Ecamm users. So stick around to the end, and I'll give that to you if you wanted to take advantage of that. But I just wanted to show you what it is so you can see what we're getting ready to do. So what it is we'll start with the logo design. Hey, shout out to Doc and Mary Lou, Creators Unstuck. But this is pretty much it in a nutshell. So we'll start with a logo design. That's what we're gonna do with Liz, and then once she selects a logo, we'll create the cover for it, and then we'll create the rest of her assets for YouTube. So the YouTube thumbnail, the background image for like videos, the YouTube banner. It's really straightforward and it's a lot of fun. So that's all that's included. So if you want to sign up, you can go to thepodpack.com. But hey, if you look, I'll just give it to you guys right now if you wanted to sign up. The coupon code. So it is Ecamm fam, 33% off if you want to take advantage of that. And this is approved by Ecamm, actually partners with us on this. So shout out to Ecamm. So you get 33% off by using code ECAMFAM if you wanted to take advantage of that. So without further ado, let's jump into it. So what I wanted to do first is kind of talk through the pod pack branding questionnaire that you filled out, and then we can kind of brainstorm, maybe do a little bit of mood boarding, just so I can make sure I get a good feel for the show and what design direction that we're gonna go in. The good thing is, in my personal opinion, I kind of have a good vision of the direction I want to go, but you've done such a great job, at least with presenting yourself, because this is just a quick nugget. Your brand is not like your logo, it's not like your colors or any of that. Like, those are elements of it, but your brand is like the feeling that you give folks, like what people say about you when you're not in the room. It's like your reputation, it's like your digital reputation. So what I do in my profession is identifying those key elements and presenting that in a way where people will get it right away. And it's not about creating something that's like really complex and has all this deep meaning. It's about creating something that speaks to who you are, and it doesn't fly over your audience's head. Like, they get it, they understand it, and it's not overly complex. I used to work with clients where they would say, Marshall, I need to have this. I need to have a hat in my logo because my dad used to wear hats, and I need to have a needle and thread because my mom loved to sew. I'm like, that's not going to mean anything to your audience. It's completely irrelevant to your business. And if you have to explain it, then it fails. So your audience just has to get it, and at a minimum, it doesn't need to fly over their heads. Like, you think about like Walmart's logo or Target's logo. Like, why isn't it a shopping cart? Right? Because it doesn't have to have all this meaning and it have to explain. It needs to be something to identify what it is that you do. So, and what is Walmart's logo anyway? Is it a sun? Who knows? Who cares, right? It's just something that's meant to identify their business. And we do have a bit more leeway because typically, and this is another nugget, with podcast branding, and you'll notice it on these covers up here, and then even these, a lot of the times, the logo is more text based than like a typical business logo. So we have a bit more leeway when it comes to that. So let me get off my soapbox and kind of talk through this. So the podcast name we know is the Email Sound Booth. So do you want to just give me a little backstory on like how you came up with that name?
Yeah, so it's actually the name of my Facebook group, and my Facebook group said I should name the podcast the same because it's where they go to like identify as we're hanging out with email and with Liz. But to me, it was when I came up with it with my business coach, it was like, when you're in the sound booth, you're brainstorming, you're dissecting, because I'm very music based. My brand's very music based. But when you're in the sound booth, there's an editor, there's a sound guy, there's the artist, right? And when it comes to email, when it comes to creators, like we really are artists, right? And so the sound booth is just this community, right, of creators that come together to make something happen, to make something sing, so to speak. And so within the Facebook group and here, like I don't have a tagline like specifically, but it was always about like hitting the refresh button or like creating a remix on your current strategies, right? And when you create a remix, you need people. And so with the email sound booth, again, what I pitched and what I'm doing right now is all about coming together in the sound booth, which is like a fun, sort of like cool place that people want to be. Like everybody wants to be in the booth,
Right.
like who doesn't, right? Like that would be so cool. So it played on, Liz Wilcox having a very like music forward brand, and it plays on like work, this community, because when you're in the booth, you're never alone. Like you're not alone. There's editors, there's sound people, there's your manager, etc.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's good. I love that. I love that. And I like the fact that it's straightforward, and and it almost makes you wonder what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like, well, what is that? That's curious. It's short, and it incites enough intrigue where it's like, I wonder what that's about. Right. So it's like,
Mhm.
I love it. I love it. It's nice and short, and it has email in it, of course. So that'll automatically connect to your audience as well. And you also mentioned that it's the name of your Facebook group. So there's like a synergy there. So that's something for me to keep in mind, because as I'm designing the assets, now we know, okay, we need a Facebook cover, right? We need a Facebook cover.
Mhm.
So everything should flow together nicely. So no tagline yet. It's all good. We probably will want to create one, but we can do that. And it says for people that want to hit the refresh button on the marketing, go all in on email marketing, and finally build a business where they belong. I love that. 90s retro, respect. And I like the Fresh Princess vibe that you have. So it's like everything flows together. You've done a lot of the hard work for me, honestly, at least on the background piece of it. So I'm chomping at the bit, honestly, but we're gonna go through this process. So your color preferences, okay. I thought it was two, but have a few here, which is
I got
good.
like
Yellow,
5 or 6.
cool. Pink, green, turquoise, black, white. And the cool thing is, like when we go through the design process, I'll typically, well, if I'm doing a regular logo, I'll usually design it black and white first and then add color in later. But typically with the podcast branding, I'll just put together a few. Well, you already gave me these, so I'll start with these. But usually I'll have like a few, like when I did Doc and Mary Lou's, for example, I had a few other color schemes, and I let them know that these color schemes that I use for these initial logos, they're just for presentation purposes, but we can always switch them up once a logo is chosen. So, but you already have your color, so we're good there. Okay, visual inspiration. Oh, I didn't even realize you added this. So let's take a look. Let's take a look.
Oh, so that's my current logo. My sister must
Oh,
have filled this out, my assistant, because I'm like, I don't know what he's about to pop up. So
it's a
those are
surprise to
my
both of us, right?
existing logos.
Okay,
So
cool. All right, so let's jump back. Okay, what style and mood do you want your podcast to cover? To podcast cover to convey. So you can put fun, as cool, headlines and accents, catamaran, Google. Okay, cool. So these are the fonts. Oh, Barlow. Oh, I actually like Barlow. I use it for one of my other clients on their YouTube channel. They have like a segment header that pops up at the bottom, and I use Barlow for that. It's like a lower third actually. Okay, so image or symbol. You have a specific image or symbol to be included in your design. So I wonder if this is the same way. This is the same link actually. So um
okay, yeah.
so is this like, do you absolutely want to have this included in your logo?
No, I don't really care. I mean, my logo
Okay.
is very simple and it's a nod, again, like the music. So there's a
Yeah.
star in front, and that's a nod to my favorite boy band, NSYNC, who has a star in their logo.
Okay,
But
gotcha.
that this is a logo that was created. All of my branding was created, I think, about 4 years ago.
Okay, cool. Yeah, it works. So you want to make sure it's
Yeah,
simple,
it seems to
memorable,
be
timeless.
working.
Yeah, yep, simple, memorable, timeless, versatile, and appropriate. So that is like the criteria that I always I've been using since 2016, and I think it hits this. It's simple. It conveys your personality, who you are, in a simple way. I like the fact that you have like this simple mark right here in the alternate version. So yeah, you hitting that criteria. Floyd Creasy says Liz loves colors. Hey, shout out to Floyd. That's
I
actually
do.
my father-in-law, and he's on the Pod Pack team, y'all. He's on the Pod Pack
Okay,
team.
well, get
See him
yourself a
down here.
podcast, y'all. Oh, what a cute little avatar. Hey,
Yeah,
Floyd.
yeah. So shout out to my father-in-law. Um, cool. All right. So no
I do wanna
competitors. I love
say,
that. No competitors.
I wanna can I interrupt real quick?
Yeah, absolutely.
Uh,
Jump in whenever.
so Patricia must have filled this out because I ain't seen this. She's so good, y'all. So, where it says fun, I also would like to add, sometimes I feel like some of the graphics that we create on our own are a little too feminine. I'd like it
Mm,
to be more, I don't know, gender neutral. I have
okay.
men and women in my audience, and I like, I'm not
Yeah.
just for women, and obviously I'm a woman, so I just naturally attract more women. So
Yeah.
something like fun, cool, as in like cool, but also like cool. I like the cool colors, which I know my
Hmm.
colors are not. Um, but I love when my logos and things lean more with like the yellow and the black with maybe like a highlight of pink, where I find whenever I hire someone or they do graphics like for my brand, like for their stuff, it
Mm-hmm.
emphasizes that pink, which I love the pink. But sometimes I find, oh, that's a little too feminine. Like my current podcast graphics, I'm like, oh, this looks so girly.
Mm-hmm.
And I am not a girly person. Like I am a girl. I am feminine, but like no part of me identifies as girly, so I find that
Mm-hmm.
sometimes the graphics aren't exactly perfect. Like if we went back to my website,
Yeah.
there's like a noodle. Like I love this top background with the
Mm-hmm.
different shapes, the geometric shapes and the black pop of color. But if you scroll down, you can see like different color noodles.
Right.
That one, right? I hate that graphic. I hardly ever use that. It's so girly to me, and I mean, look at me. Like I'm not. That's not me. But it is. It fits the brand. But if and when I have a choice, I never use that in my branding. So
Okay.
just some insight there.
Yeah, that's good to know. That's good to know. Yeah. Well, just give you peace of mind. That didn't turn me off from, joining when I saw that. And
Okay. Yeah. I
it's
mean, I
probably
yeah.
more
I still
girly than you think, but I definitely am gonna take that less girly than you think. I'm definitely gonna take that feedback though.
Yeah. I think.
Um,
I mean, after 4 years, I'm probably just hypercritical of it. You
yeah,
know.
probably. Yeah. But look, if it's been 4 years, that's good. That's another nugget, y'all. I know I keep dropping design game. A lot of people switch things up too soon. So you always want to stick with something long enough to see if it sticks, right? Because it may grow
Hmm.
on you. Because, I used to work with clients that would want to switch things up like every 3 months. Like, no, rock with it for like a year and see what the response is,
Right.
So,
It's not
um,
clothes.
right.
Like it's more of like your face.
Yeah,
Like when people
exactly.
see these colors, they recognize Liz Wilcox. Oh, that's a Liz thing.
Yep. Boom. That's you took the words right out of my mouth. I tell people that a lot. Like it's about creating that feeling where if they can see your graphics and your visuals, like, yep, that's Liz. That's her. That fits her. So it's almost like your graphics precede you. Your graphic
Mhm.
reputations to precede you. Cool. Alrighty. Competitors, I know your sister filled this out. Your assistant. We have to call
That's
her
my life manager. I call her my life
your
manager.
a sister.
Actually, I would say there's, and we can kind of look at her website if that makes sense right now. TarzanK.com is someone that I'm compared to a lot, and she within the last year or two changed her branding. So I wouldn't want it to look too much like this.
Okay.
And then emailmarketingheroes.com actually in the last year changed their branding, and I find that it looks like mine a little bit.
Oh wow.
Um,
Hmm.
right, you see what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's similar colors.
Mm-hmm.
It's not exactly the same, but I wouldn't
Right.
want it to look too much, especially
Mhm.
like this one,
Right.
because
Yeah.
they also
Mhm.
have a podcast, so I wouldn't want it to look too much like them.
Right. Okay. Yeah, they definitely were influenced. They definitely were
And
influenced.
they're huge. They're like 10 times bigger than me, and when I
Yeah.
saw their branding, I was like, "Well, it
Yeah,
must
I've
just
I've been
be a
there.
trend." It must be a trend.
You're right.
That hot
You know,
pink is trendy right now.
yeah, you say imitation is a form of flattery. And I used to get so ticked off when I used to see people like copy my stuff early on. I used to get so ticked off. But I was like, you know what? I can't get caught up in it and get in my feelings about it. I just gotta move on. I actually had
Right.
somebody steal my work and put it on in their Fiverr portfolio, pass it off
Oh,
like it
wow.
was theirs. I'm like, that's crazy.
That's when you know
Brandy
you've
Joe.
made it in the game,
Oh my goodness. I don't know
That's
if I made it
nothing
yet,
but a compliment.
but I'm working on it. Brandy Joe,
Right.
welcome, welcome. Candace, what is going on? Yes, yes. Please watch the replay. Liz is amazing. Amazing. Cool. All right. Okay, so this is the link to the font and
Oh,
brand.
that's just
Cool.
Yeah, and I think I shared that with you separately as well.
Okay, cool. Let's just take a quick look at it real quick.
That might be good for the viewers to watch or to see. That's my brand, all
Oh,
my brand
okay.
colors.
Shout out to Notion. Yeah, this is legit.
I paid someone to do that. Y'all spend less on little mini courses and pay experts like Marshall, etc., to just get your you know what together.
Right. This is dope though. So you got the short bio, long bio, the details, speaking page, brand colors. This is really dope. Headshots. Yeah, this is fire. I might steal this for some of my clients. Like, let's put this Notion page for you together.
Yeah.
Cool. Logos. I love this. I love this. And then brand board. Awesome. So what's the brand board? Can I take a look at that?
Yeah, let's see what it is. I don't know.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
So it's like a
okay.
style guide. Cool.
Y'all see I'm learning so much about my business. See what I mean?
Right.
Like the noodle, like I love the yellow and the black on that brand board. The
Mm-hmm.
noodle I hardly ever use because
Right.
I don't know. It's just too
Yeah.
quirky. Like people always say that I'm quirky, but that's not a
Mm-hmm.
word I actually identify with.
Mm-hmm.
I would say that I'm bold and brazen versus quirky.
Okay. Cool. I would vote. I would put a vote for Quirky as well, but hey, that's just me.
Listen, if y'all don't know, I've been on Survivor, and during the casting process, they kept calling me 2 words that rubbed me the wrong way. They kept saying, "You're so quirky and you're such a weirdo." And
Oh my god.
I was like, "Whatever gets me on the show, I don't care. Just let me on." Like, I don't consider myself either one of those, but whatever. Like,
Yeah.
I'm here to
Yeah. Let's
play.
go ahead and retire both of those. Quirky
Right,
and
okay.
weird. Yeah. Uh,
Anyway, back to design.
awesome. 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 Yeah. So, do you have any ideas? Anything you want me to run with? Any other inspiration, or was it just like your competitors like don't do this?
Yeah, I don't wanna I want it to stand out. I want that feeling of, this is a cool spot on the internet, but also, like, welcoming. I have a very inclusive, accessible brand. My
Okay.
main offer is $9, right? So I have a lot of different types of folks.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but I want it to feel like this is a spot that I want to be.
Right.
Like, this is where I wanna be, and,
Yeah.
also, like, a lot of inspiration does come from music, right? Sorry if you can hear me clicking, I'm trying to find, like, a little vision board I had back in the day.
Oh, you're good.
Um, so like I have in sync right now. I just bought a house. Well, it was like 6 months ago, but hopefully the Ecamm fam can help me upgrade my studio to match this awesome branding we're gonna have. But usually I have, and what the studio will look like will be like a lot of stuff in the background that's very music based and entertainment business based. So I already
Mm.
have like old movie posters and music posters I'm going to put up. Someone that is a huge creative inspiration for me is Childish Gambino, Donald Glover, um, Will Smith. In Sync is fun. Yeah,
Yeah.
like Saved by the Bell, MTV 2000s. And so, any kind of like different feel like that, if we could lean more heavily into that, that could be really fun. Um, and then I think I can put it I'm going to paste it for Marshall to see, and then he can click on. This is an old mood board, but I think it still kind of stands true to how we created the brand and like, the feel that I'm going for.
Okay. Oh
This is
yeah.
how the whole branding was created. Um, just kind of ridiculous, fun. Um, I like the composition notebook. That's also on
Hmm.
my homepage and my site.
Yeah.
Um, yeah,
I love it. I love it. You're making this so easy. You're gonna make it so easy. It's so much fun. Cool, cool, cool. So are these colors the same as
No, those are different colors. That was just a,
oh, okay, I
like, "Oh,
gotcha.
this is kinda what we're thinking," and
Right.
we upgraded to have more like, this I would say was probably more, like, cool colors than what I
Yeah.
have now is, like, more vibrant, uh, leaning more towards neon, I guess.
Yeah. Right. So let's take another look at your
This
current branding.
I hate these.
Okay.
Let's talk about this. It's too much white.
Okay, too much
Like,
white.
I the white is I don't know, to me it looks cheap.
Okay.
It like, even I made that banner just real quick when I was like, "Oh, let me throw this up," and I hate a white background. I think that looks so cheap and
Okay.
corny.
That's good to know. We probably won't get away with not having any white in it, but we don't have to have a white background.
Right. Yeah. No, white in general, is fine, but like the full background is when it looks like it was just thrown together to me. That's what I mean by cheap. It looks like, oh,
Right.
you just threw this in Canva, didn't even bother, like you don't even know what a gradient is, so you just keeping it white or whatever.
Right. There weren't too many gradients in the 90s, but I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying. We definitely can shake it up. And like I
Yeah.
said, you did a great job at giving us a good foundation to start with. So, so
Thank
there
you.
is there. I know what you don't like. So, is what do you? I know what you like as well. But what would you like to add, if anything? I know we're getting rid of the noodle pattern, but is there anything else you would like to maybe add, or it's like any non-negotiables with the new designs, at least for the sound booth?
Um, I think when it comes to like what it represents, going back to what Marshall said, I don't know, maybe about 20 minutes ago about, the logo is just like a representative for you, just keeping email at the center of it. Um, I think would be cool. Like if we could somehow make like the email emoji look fun,
Okay.
like that would be cool. I don't know if you can do it, but I think it
Yeah.
would make sense to have, like the email image in there somewhere.
Right. Right. Yeah, we won't go too crazy, but we could definitely do that. But yeah, the like I said, the benefit of podcast branding is that typically it's text based primarily.
Mhm.
So we can definitely have some sort of, we call it a focal point in the logo, like an email emoji. So now it's like my gears are going like, okay, yeah, how can we do that? So that'll be the main focal point, but then we'll have the email sound booth. So how do we kind of mix the emoji with the typography so they can complement each other but not overpower each other? So yeah, I think this is a solid starting point. I think this is a solid starting point. I'm excited to get started. I almost don't even want to wait until next week. But what I'm gonna do between now and next week is just do a little more homework and put together my own vision board as well to kind of complement
Cool.
yours and probably get some ideas going. So and then next week I can jump right into the actual branding. So I don't know if you want to hop on for that, if you're even available. I could email your a sister, your
Yeah,
life
right.
man, your life manager to see, because you can hop on if you want. If not, I'm good. Um, but I'm ready to get rocking and rolling on this.
Yeah, I'm
Um,
I'm excited that you're excited. Like that little smile Marshall's doing right now, it gets me like geeked out because I'm like, yay, we're gonna look professional. This is
oh,
so
absolutely.
cool.
That's what I do. You're in good hands over here, Liz. You are in good hands over here. Floyd says the Fresh Princess. That's awesome. Yo, absolutely. Yes, Liz is a survivor. I still haven't checked that season out, but I'm sure it was.
Just don't. I don't want your opinion of me to change. I was just starving
Okay.
as well.
I used to
Starving
watch
and
Survivor
heavily
faithfully.
edited.
Oh, I'm sure. I'm sure. It's crazy how they do reality TV. They'll edit it and it'll be like something completely different than that person's
Mhm,
actual experience.
mhm.
Um, but yeah, I just got to get your autograph next time.
All right.
Well, cool. So did you have any more questions for me before we kind of wrap things up? I know this is a little shorter, but I really just wanted to get a good solid foundation and get it into your mind when it comes to the branding. But you have like such a good foundation already. So
Yeah, I feel really good. No questions, just excitement. Thank you so much. And again, thanks to the Ecamm team for picking me as the content launchpad guinea pig as the first round of this. So I'm really excited, and I can't wait to see the graphics and how that's going to elevate the show for me in the future. Thank you so much, Marshall.
yes, thank you. Thank you. Look, another quick plug, y'all. Sign up for her membership. She literally gives you the blueprint. I've been I've been keeping an eye out for the emails. She has a whole, you log in, you see all of the older videos, the trainings and everything, and you can be a master, especially leading up to Black Friday, y'all. She's like, look, send this out for Black Friday. This is how you get your audience engaged and re-engage your audience to help them help you with the Black Friday promotion. So it's really dope so far. It's only $9. So definitely head over to lizwilcox.com if y'all want to sign up for that. It's like it's a no-brainer. You know what I'm saying? And if you
Thank
want, of
you.
course, help with your podcast branding, your show branding, this is a premium service, guys, so you may be a little sticker shock, but you could definitely get 33% off of your and this is an Ecamm exclusive thing, y'all. I don't have a lot of affiliates. This is an Ecamm exclusive offer to get 33% off using the code Ecamm fam. It's just for you guys. It's me, my guy Joe, I'm a father-in-law, my wife. We got a small team, so I can only take a few people at a time. So that's why I was very selective with the people that I partner with. So, but Ecamm was a no-brainer. So you guys can get 33% off by using the code Ecamm fam. All right, guys. So let me just check in, see if we have any other comments. Yes, it's gonna be a fantastic journey. I'm so excited. I'm afraid we're gonna get this thing done sooner than we need to because I just want to like jump in like and get you know what I'm saying. It's like, all right, season over. No, I'm kidding. No, after this though, after we do Liz, we got some surprises in store. So make sure you guys stick around. But if this is cool, if this episode is cool, let us know in the comments. Let us know what you're excited about. Any other insight, any of the viewers you want to share with us, let us know. Please hit that like button. I appreciate you guys. And yeah, head over to lizwilcox.com to sign up for our membership. All right, y'all. Appreciate everyone for tuning in, and we will see y'all in the next episode next Thursday. Peace.